Hello there! And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing LEGO set number 76387, Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter. The first minifigure is, well, Harry Potter, and this is a pretty common figure. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. This is a pretty common figure, but it's a good one. Apologies for the camera not focusing there. Yeah, this is a good figure. He's got the wand piece in dark brown. If you don't know how the Harry Potter wands work, they can be pointed like that, which is pretty cool. And he's got the pretty common Harry hairpiece, very common face print, and then a pretty good, also quite common torso print. Not much to say, but it's a good figure. The second minifigure is Ed Sheeran, Ron Weasley, and this is a good minifigure. I see that a lot. He's got the Luke Skywalker hair in dark orange, that wand piece in just regular reddish brown, a nice torso print that's different with the open cloak, I guess, as opposed to a closed one. And then I believe that's the same. Yeah, oh no, that's a different back print. Okay, that's cool. And then the back face print is very funny, where he's just absolutely terrified. If my camera would focus on this, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Sorry about that. This is a good figure. The third minifigure is Hermione, and she has the wand piece in dark tan. This pretty cool hairpiece that I believe was introduced for this character in reddish brown. That's pretty cool. I believe the same torso print as Harry. That's the front face, and that's the more scared-looking back face print. Yes, this is again, figure with mostly common pieces, but, gets the job done. So now let's look at the fourth and final minifigure. The last but not least minifigure is the anniversary version of Hermione. This set is one of the ones from the 20th anniversary of LEGO Harry Potter. So this is just very similar, not exact, but very similar to the figure we just looked at, but entirely in pearl gold. You get a pearl gold wand, you get the hairpiece in pearl gold, the face and torso is in pearl gold. Oh, no back face print. And then it says 20 years LEGO Harry Potter on the back there, and there's some little star things. And there's also a blind bag minifigure base in pearl gold. So it's neat. This is a pretty good collectible, sort of like the Star Wars 20th ones or the Ninjago 10th ones. It's pretty cool. So now, let's look at the builds of the set. The smallest build in the set is the harp. I forget if this is like a special magical harp, but it's a very good build for a harp that's yellow and gold, and that clear piece with a sticker on it is meant to represent the strings. It's a very good harp build, if I could pronounce it correctly. Not much to say about it, but it's good. Oh, it does use those little minifigure accessory pieces there to hold the clear piece for the strings in. So, yeah, pretty good build. Let's look at the next one. The next build is Fluffy, the three-headed dog. This is a really funny build. The original one was like only one or two pieces, I think. It's pretty cool. It does have a few problems, like, for example, the light bluish gray mixel joints showing through is something I know a lot of people don't like. I don't have a huge problem with it. I think the rest of the build is still pretty good, and, if you display it like this, you can't really notice it all that much. The legs articulate pretty good, I believe. Okay, yeah, they're just on regular Technic joints. The tail moves a little bit, so that's neat. And you got these really cool, specially molded headpieces that connect on there just like that, and they're on mini ball joints. This middle one has one eye closed and looks like kind of mad. This one over here is extremely mad. And this one over here is sleeping, and I think is quite adorable. Yeah, I like the reddish brown, dark brown, and black color scheme of this build. It's pretty good. So now, let's look at the main build of the set. It's quite tall, so I can't fit it entirely in frame, as you can already tell. But this is a section of the Hogwarts castle. It's very modular, so we're actually going to go section by section here. This top part that I couldn't fit entirely in frame is a roof, sand green roof, Looks quite nice. It's pointed. And on the inside, there's this bit with nothing in it, a sticker with something or others on the back, a candle, a little bottle, and some kind of jar on the table, and then this little pot that's being heated, just sitting on the floor. And then the next section is this bit. It's got a railing, 2 torches, and nothing else. It gets the job done. I'd like to have minifigure standing room, so that's good. Then we have the roof portion right here, another roof portion with some candles over here, and not really anything else there. And then that just leaves these two. I'm gonna go through. Oh no, it's falling apart. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm gonna fix this off camera. Okay, I reassembled it. This one has some stickers on the front here, as well as one on that Next Ice shield piece with the Hogwarts crest on it. Then you go on the inside, and there's a piece of chicken on the floor. This part comes off, so you can put minifigures in there easier. And then there's a trap door there, and that's basically everything there is to see with this one. I do like this building technique here, though. And this one, the reason there's like next to nothing in here is because that's where you're supposed to fit Fluffy, so, we'll get to that when we get to that. But then there's this section, which has some Technic pins on the side for connecting. It's very, like, rocky here with only some of the tan and, what is that, medium nougat color, possibly? I don't know. And then in here, you got the light bluish gray columns, a long bone piece, and then this thing right here, I believe, is meant to be the plant. I think it's called the Devil's Snare. I have not watched Sorcerer's Stone in a while. But what's cool is that, of course, this is a modular type of thing. Most of the newer Harry Potter castle things are. So you can put everything back together, and you have a pretty good section of the castle. But then also, this is what it looks like from the back, all put together. But something that I think is very cool is that you can also position these ones differently. Yay, nothing fell apart this time. And you can actually have it to be like the movie and put it this way. There's not really anywhere for this to go, so we're just going to ignore it. And then, like in the movie, you can have... okay. You can have Fluffy... Oopsie. On top of the trapdoor, the trio of characters play the harp and put Fluffy to sleep, and then they open up the trapdoor and they fall down into the Devil's Snare. And I think it's really cool that you can reposition the set to do that. This is probably going to break when I try and get the minifigures out, so yep. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like how modular these Harry Potter ones are. And this one is pretty cool for being that modular for what was just, a $40 set? So I think that's pretty cool. And then there is one more thing. Doesn't really qualify as a build, but you'll see what I'm talking about when we get to it. So let's look at the manual and instructions. The box is your average large square box, which isn't entirely fitting in frame, but whatever. It has pictures, much younger pictures of the actors as their characters. You got Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint as Harry, Hermione, and Ron right there. And then their characters, Fluffy, that Lego Harry Potter 20 years symbol there. And then it shows all the minifigures, all this information. Yeah, surprisingly only 397 pieces. Where's Ding World logo? Go to the top, it shows a sleeping Fluffy and Harry. Oh, the actual size. Yeah, whatever. It's always correct. This in different languages on the side, which is cool. Exclusive anniversary minifigure, it says on the side. And then on the back it shows that you can... Oh, I didn't even realize that. That's cool. You can have Fluffy this way when he's awake, and this way to look like sleeping, which is cool because that's why one of the eyes on the middle one is closed. That's cool. I did not even realize that. Collectible wizard cards. We're going to look at those when we look at the manual. A lot of the play features, And then it shows that alternate configuration. Pretty cool. So now, let's look at the instruction manual. The manual is also a pretty average square one with the QR code there. Relatively thick manual. Then if we go to the back, you got the win guy, all the pieces, and then, okay, this is what I was talking about before. The collectible chocolate frog cards, there's a lot of them, shows all the ones, and you get 2 in this set. The 2 that I got are, I believe, okay, this one is, sorry if you can't see it that well, Godric Gryffindor, and then the other one I got would be Nicholas Flamel. Hold on. Okay, there you go. That's a good enough look at it. So we got Godric Gryffindor and Nicholas Flamel. And the other thing it shows right next to that is the Chamber of Secrets, the bathroom one from Chamber of Secrets, and this set all connect together and you can make a pretty large castle out of it, which is quite cool. And then, okay, there's nothing else interesting in the manual. So now, let's give the set a number score out of 10. Overall, I really enjoy this set. I think you get a good selection of minifigures, a pretty good animal build, and a nice section of castle. While I do see that it's lacking a little bit in interior, I think that mostly makes sense because gotta have enough room for the massive 3-headed dog. So, with all things considered, I'm going to give this set a very strong 6.5 out of 10, or 6.5 out of 10, because I enjoy this one. I also forgot to mention, that's a drill piece, I think. That's kind of neat. But, that's all I have for now. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Got nothing else to say today, so goodbye.